Young man, sit down. I want to tell you something that no one else will. Something your friends won't say, your parents might never explain, and the world will only teach you through pain. It's about desperation, that ugly feeling you wear on your face, your voice, your actions, even when you don't know it. Yes, they feel it. People smell desperation like blood in water. And once they do, they will never look at you the same. You think you're just being kind. You think you're showing interest, that you're just trying hard enough to get a girl, a job, approval, friendship. But let me tell you something very clearly. Trying too hard is trying wrong. The moment you chase, the moment you beg, the moment you make it clear that you need them more than they need you, you've already lost. Let me explain this from the top. Desperation is not a cry for help. It's a warning signal. The human brain is wired for survival. We constantly assess risk, status, and value. So, when someone approaches us, whether in love, business, or friendship, we subconsciously analyze one thing: who needs who more? And when it becomes clear that one person is willing to overextend, over-explain, overgive, just to be accepted, the natural response is not admiration, it's disgust. Desperation lowers your value, not because people are cruel, but because that's how we're built. When you act like you need something so badly, the message you send is, I have nothing else. And people don't want what nobody else wants. That's why that girl didn't call you back. That's why they never promoted you. That's why your friends walk over you. You don't have boundaries. You don't have self-respect. You don't have silence. And you think the more you give, the more they'll see your worth. But the truth is, the more you give without being asked, the more they believe you're worthless. Read that again. Let me give you an example. A lion doesn't chase approval. It doesn't roar for validation. It moves in silence, hunts when it must, and rests with pride. That's power, that's grace, and that's what you've forgotten. You've replaced confidence with clinginess, ambition with attention-seeking, and effort with begging. And you wonder why life isn't fair. Let me be blunt. Desperation is repellent. It's the cologne of the insecure. And the more you wear it, the more people turn their heads not to admire, but to avoid. Now, don't mistake this for arrogance. I'm not telling you to become cold or heartless. I'm telling you to become centered, grounded, whole. I'm telling you to stop trying to be chosen and start choosing. Because here's the secret. When you no longer need people, they come closer. When you stop chasing things, they start chasing you. Why? Because your silence screams confidence. Your absence demands attention. Your detachment shows that you have something rare. Peace. Do you know how powerful it is to walk into a room and not crave attention? To not overtalk, to not over-explain, to not try to impress, to just be. That's real strength. That's how respect is earned. That's how people remember you long after you've left. See, the desperate man walks into a room and tries to dominate it. The wise man walks in and just observes, and eventually, the room revolves around him. Now I know what you're thinking. But Grandpa, I just want to be seen. I want to be loved. I want people to notice me. And I hear you. I really do. But here's the paradox. The moment you need those things is the moment you become invisible. You get love by giving it to yourself first. You get noticed by being too focused to care. You get power by becoming emotionally unbothered. Let's talk about women for a second. I know that's where most young men struggle. You think if you text her enough, compliment her enough, buy her enough things, she'll love you. But let me tell you, women are not fooled by your performance. They feel your energy. If that energy screams, please like me, please pick me, then you've already disqualified yourself. Attraction doesn't grow from need, it grows from mystery, from confidence, from restraint, from knowing that you're the prize too. You want to stand out? Be the man who doesn't beg. Be the man who can walk away. Be the man who values his time and his presence so much that people feel lucky just to get an hour of it. That's not arrogance, that's self-worth. Now let's switch to career. You want to land that job, that opportunity, that investment? Stop selling yourself like a clearance item. You think confidence is saying, please give me a chance. No. Confidence is walking in the room like you already belong there. It's speaking calmly, briefly, and leaving an impression with your energy, not your words. It's showing that you know your value and you're not afraid to walk if they don't see it. The man who needs nothing gets everything. Because people are drawn to certainty, to calm, to the one person in the room who seems like he's not performing, just existing with ease. That can be you, but only if you kill your desperation. And how do you kill it? You build yourself up so much, internally, that you no longer seek external approval. You wake up early, not to impress someone, but to impress yourself. You get in shape, not for compliments, but because you deserve to look strong. You learn, read, grow, not to sound smart, but because wisdom is armor in this world. You raise your standards, you slow down your replies, you speak less, you walk slower, you breathe deeper, you stop reacting. You become the eye of the storm. Listen to me, and listen well. People can feel your desperation even when you hide it in jokes, kindness, or effort. They know. So stop it. Let them feel your presence, not your need. Let them earn your time, not demand it. Let them wonder what's on your mind instead of hearing your every thought. Let them miss you. Let them chase you. Let them respect you, not because you asked for it, but because you embodied it. And when that shift happens, when you no longer beg to be chosen, you become powerful in a way that cannot be faked. You become calm, composed, unbreakable. And that, my boy, is when the world starts to treat you differently. Because you treated yourself differently first. So don't forget this message. Save it, live it. And next time you feel like chasing, begging, or overgiving, stop, breathe, smile, and remember who you are. Now go, and move like a man who no longer needs validation, because the world always listens to the one who speaks the least, but moves the smartest.